That's Nettie Liddell.
And that's Brett Chapin.
And we're here talking to Dana Hayes and John Elsdeck, the producers from Blue Hours Productions.
They are the creators of the Blue Hours Productions, yes. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Thank you for having us. We're really grateful. It's so much fun already.
Oh, yes. Well, we appreciate it. We really respect your work. I want to personally just talk to each one of you a little bit about your backgrounds. We'll start with Dana. Dana Hayes was born here in Torrance, California. She is a multifaceted artist and multi-talented artist, musician, and has been basically using her, I know that we can't see, most people can't see because it's talk radio, but she has been using her voice for years. She's been a musician, toured internationally, had pop hits in Asia, and she just recently had to have surgery and they had to cut her vocals. So she's here. She's miraculously here 2 weeks after, right?
Yeah, 2 weeks after, but I'm mending so well the doctors wanted to strap me down and say, be still.
Yeah.
I'm just so lucky, I guess, good diet and a lot of positive energy from my friends and family, and there's just so many great things in the work. I think when you have good work in front of you, it inspires you to take good care of yourself. So aside from tripping over my cat this morning, I've had really no problems other than a little raspy, but I feel so good.
Oh, wow.
And there are so many people that are worse off. Give me a break. I mean,
Yeah.
I cannot complain about this.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to heal, so.
Well, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, she's amazing. She is firsthand. She actually, they told her there might have been a chance that she would lose her vocals altogether. So imagine that being, your number one.
She seems to have a good attitude, so that helps.
Positive.
Definitely.
Life's too short. I've learned. There's been so many lessons just through this whole thing. So it's been really a positive experience. If you can imagine that, it really has.
Good. You've made it one. It sounds like.
Yeah, you have to though. I think
Sure.
we choose how we feel, and I really choose to feel positive. So.
Good.
What made you want to be an artist? Why?
Really not good at math. Didn't find any use for it as a kid. Well, I was told that too. You'll never need this. And we also had, when I was in grade school, we had something called the new math. You guys are too young. They decided to introduce this new math to us. And I had a third grade teacher that all she did was cry through the whole. And I just thought drama is fun. So they stuck me in a few speech classes and found out that I could sing. And I was very shy, but I decided I wanted to be in a band. And that's what I did from the time I was 16. A wedding singer, yes. I've done millions of weddings and have lots of funny wedding stories, probably for another time, but
Yeah.
I've always wanted to just write songs and be a singer or put on shows. I didn't really care about fame so much as just being able to sing and create. So it's always been in my blood. My dad used to call me Kate when I was a little girl because I was so dramatic. He said I was like Katharine Hepburn. So that was a silly little aside there, but
So you're one of the people that was lucky enough to know what you wanted to do early, it sounds like.
yes, but a lot of hard knocks because I chose top 40 thinking that would be a way to get with the guys and be one of the guys and let's write. But back then, basically, you were just boobs and a voice. Oh, sorry. We have to say boobs.
You can say boobs.
You
can't say voice.
No, you can't say
You can't say voice on this radio show.
No.
God. But, one more time singing Brown Eyed Girl, I probably would slip my wrists. And there were many weddings and, the club scene in the 80s was really bizarre. And I mean, I'm grateful for all of it, really.
But that's interesting. You didn't go ahead and write your own stuff. You had to sing other people's things. And
like a virgin. You bet. When I would try to write with the fellas, they would just say no. It was a boys' club, I'd say, more back then, unless you had money. And money changes everything, I guess, as we know.
Always.
There are a lot of celebrities out there, but they're not really stars. I mean, they can make records, but I don't think they have soul.
Well, it's all about, I think, Brett always tells me value. Why do you keep talking about it? But it is. It's all about value.
Yeah.
We talk about what is valuable to the community, to the people. Mm-hmm. That's why we as artists are alive and here. And
I'm so grateful for the show. It's so great. I mean, for people in Los Angeles that are all doing the same thing. So,
in general, Dana, speaking of value, I know this is kind of a morbid question, but I'm a
love
morbid
it. Go.
person.
Bring it on.
If you were to leave tomorrow behind something, you weren't able to be an artist anymore, you're gone, what would be the one message you would want to leave with everybody as far as art goes?
Well, that's a tough question. I could probably ramble, but the first thing that comes to mind is be true to what you really want to do. Don't let anyone stop you. Don't listen to other people in terms of your songwriting. It doesn't matter. If you love what you're doing, that's the most important thing. So I'd say always have hope. Don't give up. A lot of my songs are about that. I've been around a lot of people and have experienced a lot of things in my life, both negative and positive, that it impacted me so much. But it seems like we learn through our hard times, maybe a little. They're hard-learned lessons, but I would just say hang in there. Don't listen to the terrorist in your head that always tells you you're not good enough, and just keep plugging through, because nothing is so bad that you have to give up. You have to love what you're doing. And just be kind. My
That's
God,
right.
we're here for such a short time.
Yeah, and here you are today. You've survived through all of it, and you have a production company here with John Alsdeck, which we'll get to very soon. And you've also opened up Corner Dude Records.
Corner Dude, yeah.
As far as your own music goes, you just did that, and that's pretty miraculous, because you can tell yourself a lot of things and then go nowhere, or you can tell yourself a lot of things and go everywhere.
It's just doing it. I just want to walk like I talk. So it seemed a logical place to do. I'm not good at business, so I thought, great, I should get in the music business and start my own, at least a little umbrella to have the songs in. And we have a guy on. I live downtown, and there's this darling man who sort of shouts and trying to bring people into his store, and people from our building yell, "Corner Dude, shut up!" And he's on every one of my recordings. And I went down one day and I said, I must shake your hand, because you're now my celebrity. You've been on everything I've recorded. And he was so gracious. Should I be quiet? I said, no, I'm going to call it Corner Dude Music. It's awesome.
Oh, that's
right.
where you got the name. Makes sense.
Yeah. He just shouts out there in Spanish and reads these little cards and hands things out and says, come into my store. And I thought, well, it's fitting. I live downtown. I love it.
That's right. You people are inspiration. Everybody out there listening, all of our supporters, and all of the people in general. I mean, art is what we see.
This is why we started La La Land, is for Los Angeles artists. We love artists. We have a lot of good friends that are artists, and we're happy to be able to bring people like yourselves on to talk about it.
Next up, John Alsdeck, and he is just as inspirational.
So we'll be back on La La Land with Brett and Nett.
CRN Digital Talk.
On Broadway, looking at them just